Scarlett and I are about to try the Cocoa Puffs Brownie Crunch. Scarlett asked me initially, is it an off-brand? I said, no, it's not an off-brand. Have you tried this before?
No.
No. Do you like Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, so this is supposed to be a chocolatier version of Cocoa Puffs.
Probably gonna taste the exact same.
Hmm?
I think it's gonna taste the exact same.
So we think it's good, but...
Tastes exactly like Cocoa Puffs.
Welcome to Cereal Snob.
Give me some of that.
What's up, strangers? Welcome back to another episode of Cereal Snob. As you saw in the open today we are talking about Cocoa Puffs Brownie Crunch. This came out originally in 2011 and it now has been re-released for your chocolatey delight. The cereal pieces in this are not just puff balls, they're squares, and they look more like, well, I guess brownie chunks. I mean, like you bake brownies, you cut them up and they're squares, and this pieces look like that, and they have like little chocolatey chips on them, I would guess is what it is. It's like a square version of Cookie Crisp, except these are pretty good, and Cookie Crisp sucks. And I just had some today with Scarlett, and we both think it's good. But I think it's better than she thinks. She just said it tastes like Cocoa Puffs, when, to be honest, that might be valid. We never, ever buy Cocoa Puffs. In fact, I've been collecting unique boxes of cereal since I've been doing this, since probably like 2016, 2017, and not a single one of these boxes in this big box is Cocoa Puffs. So that just goes to show I really don't buy Cocoa Puffs. And that's not because I think Cocoa Puffs is a bad cereal. In fact, I just think it's probably one of the most boring cereals. I mean, it is just chocolate and there's nothing else to say about it. And I think I don't ever just crave just chocolate, or very rarely do I want that. So I don't get it. And if I do crave a chocolate cereal, which again is rare, I would just go with Cocoa Pebbles, because that stuff smacks. It's really, really good. I think the milk is the most chocolatey there, and the cocoa flavor is probably the most intense. Plus, I love the Pebbles as pieces themselves. Now, Cocoa Puffs is just a puff ball of corn that you and I are very familiar with. Like every cereal does that, and just adding chocolate to it doesn't really do it for me personally. Now, that's how I feel about Cocoa Puffs. I think they're the most basic chocolate cereal if you just want something that's chocolatey and sweet. It's good. But Cocoa Puffs Brownie Crunch, I think, is trying to one-up that and be a little bit more intense. And I will tell you, I do think it was more intense in the chocolatey flavor overall. And I thought the milk was really, really good at the end too. So if I'm gonna give this a score, I'd give it like about a 7 out of 10. I just think it's good, not great, but worth trying, especially if you like chocolate cereals. One of the other cereals that this did remind me of was the Chocolate Brownie Crunch by Malto-Meal. They came out in bags like somewhere around 2018. And that was pretty good. It was chocolate with a wheat base and marshmallows. And this is just chocolate with corn base, but it also has a wheat flour in it as well. So it does change the flavor profile a little bit, which I think allows the chocolate to shine more than if it were just corn. Because I think corn itself is a very strong flavor and it's very sweet. But this it lends itself to the chocolatey flavor. So that's basically how I feel about the cereal. It's good. Again, if you like chocolate cereals, this is a win. Go check it out. But one thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is how seemingly frustrating it is as a cereal person to have a cereal like this come out in 2011, which I didn't have back then, but just for example, say in 2011 I bought this and I loved it. I was like, wow, Cocoa Puffs Brownie Crunch? I'm glad that's a cereal. I can't wait to have it again. I go to the store next time and boom, it's gone. And we don't see it again for 9 more years? 9 years? 9 years is a long time to go without a cereal. Like, why did it come back at all? What does 9 years, like, it doesn't seem to make any sense to me, right? And I imagine it doesn't make sense to you as well. So I wish the cereal companies would think a little bit bigger, or try something new in the sense that, like, they have a new cereal or a variation of their cereals and it comes out and maybe it doesn't sell the way they want it to. Right, so they discontinue it, but they have that recipe. They know people did buy it, and what they could do there on out is like, okay, well, how about, between October and December every year we release Cocoa Puffs Brownie Crunch, or say Lucky Charms has their own variation that only comes out during this season. It's very limited. It's exclusive to the people that want to buy it, and maybe it doesn't even go to stores, or maybe it does. But what the point of this is that you, the person who likes the cereal that is no longer being made, has an option to buy that cereal again, even just in limited quantities, right? Because you buy a box of cereal today, it's good for like a year, usually on your shelf life. So say General Mills decides to re-release Peanut Butter Toast Crunch. That would be awesome. So many people would love that, but maybe there's no shelf space, maybe it doesn't make sense. But if they just email you or tweet about it or post on Instagram, then you know about it, you know when to buy it, where to buy it, and how much you could get. And I think that would satisfy a lot of people's desires to have the cereals that they like. And it'd be okay if they go away because we know they're going to come back. But as of right now, we just don't know they're going to come back or if they're going to go away. And we don't really know the reason why. And it's unfortunate. I just want that to change. But that's just my cereal thought for today. But I think that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching another episode of Cereal Snob. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Tell me cereals you want me to review, and I will soon. I have some cereals over here hiding. Not hiding, but they'll be up next. And we'll talk about them soon. Okay? Peace.